thinking a little bit about reading. And not just school reading, but like the reading I do in my life with my books and my friends. And I was thinking about my friend Marin. She loves to read, and I love to read. And recently she said, Alexa, right, because she doesn't call me Miss Minion, she calls me Alexa. She says, Alexa, I read this great book. Here, you should read it. And she gave it to me. And then I read the book and I loved it. And it was wonderful. Sometimes readers learn about great books because other readers tell them about them. You don't just get books from teachers, you get books from friends. Friends can tell you, oh, this book is amazing, you should totally read it. Or if you like books about dogs, you should read this book. Readers tell each other about other books. When a reader tells another reader to read a book, it's called recommending. Can you say that word? It's a big word. Recommending. Say it with me. Recommending. Readers recommend books to each other that they should read. Sometimes they do this like me and my friend Marin, who says, oh, here's the book, you should go read it. Sometimes people do it in writing. Like I go online and I look up really good books. And then I read what other readers have written and say, wow, if you like books about historical times, you should read this. Or if you like books about families, you should read this. And those recommendations, those writing pieces that tell me what to read, makes me say, that sounds like a book I'd like. I'm going to go to the bookstore or the library and get it. Today, we're going to try and write some recommendations. We're going to think about a book we really like. And then we're going to write a recommendation that tells someone they should read that book and why they should read it. And maybe even what kind of reader might like that book. Like you might say, if you like books about superheroes, you should read Black Panther. Let's get started. I'll show you how I do it, and then you can try it on your own. You'll need a book you like. Pick any book you like. You'll need your pencil, and you'll need your reader's journal. All right, so right here I have my reader's journal. I'm going to open to the next blank page. And the book I'm going to recommend is Froggy Gets Dressed. I loved this book. I thought it was really funny. I thought it was good to read for kindergarten because it has a lot of pictures and you can kind of sing out the pattern in the book. And I really liked it, and I thought other readers might like it too. I'm not going to recommend a book I don't like, and I'm definitely not going to recommend a book that I didn't read, right? You can only recommend a book if you read it. So I'm going to start by copying down the title. Remember, in our reader's journal, it's important that we do that. I'm going to copy it right here on the top. F R O G G Y Gets. Remember, titles have an uppercase letter at the beginning of every word and lowercase letters in the middle. Sometimes it looks silly on the cover, like they do it in a funky font where they use all uppercases. But we're going to write it with an uppercase at the beginning of the word and lowercase letters in the rest of the word. So I have an uppercase G, E, T, S, Froggy gets dressed. D, R, E, S, S, E, D. Okay, let me look for the author. Oh, I see the word by and then a name. That's probably the author. And then I see a word that starts with I and then L-L, ill. Oh, that must be illustrated. That's the person who drew the pictures. You could write both, but I only need you to write the author. So I'm going to write the author up here. Jonathan, copying each letter. Again, they used all uppercase to make it look funky, but I'm going to use an uppercase letter to start his name, but then lowercase letters in the rest of the name. Same thing with his last name. An uppercase letter at the beginning, but then lowercase letters the rest of the name. Okay, Froggy gets dressed. Why do I want to recommend this book? I should think of a few reasons. A good recommendation says more than one reason why you would recommend it. I'm going to recommend this book because it's funny and it is easy to follow the words. So it's good for kindergarten. Okay, let's start with I recommend this book. I recommend. Ooh, tough, long word. Can you help me with it? R-ing. E-egg-a. C-cap. Ocean, that long O. Mouse. Recommend and nest. Recommend dog. Look at all those sounds I heard in the word recommend. Lots of sounds. It's going to make it easy for someone to read my writing and know what word I meant. I recommend Froggy Gets Dressed. Oh, I can just copy the title again. I wrote it up here too. I can copy it from there. I recommend Froggy. Remember, it's a title, so it needs an uppercase letter in the beginning of every word, even though it's in your sentence. Whoa, crazy. Froggy gets dressed. Notice I copied it from right up here. And now I want to show you something special. When you write the name of a book inside your sentence, you should underline it so people know it's the name of the book, just like that. I recommend Froggy Gets Dressed because ooh, I hear that sight word hidden inside. Because. C-cat. U umbrella. Because zebra. I recommend Froggy Gets Dressed because it is fun. Because it, sight word, IT, spells it, is another sight word. IS spells is funny. F, fish. U, umbrella. Fun, and nest. Fun, eagle, long E. And a period at the end. I recommend Froggy Gets Dressed because it is funny. What else do I want to say to convince someone that they should read this book? I could say it also has patterns, or I can make it even more interesting. I could say, do you like books with patterns? Then you should read it. Remember how this book has a pattern? He puts on his socks, his boots, his hat, his scarf, his mittens. He flops outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. And then his mom calls to him. What? Did you forget to put something on? And then it happens again. He takes everything off. He puts everything on, and he flops outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. And then his mom says, Froggy! And he says, what? And she says, did you forget to put something on? And then he goes back inside and he takes everything off and he puts everything on. And then his mom calls Froggy. And that happens again and again and again with that pattern. So maybe I could say, do you like books with patterns? If you do, you should read this one. Okay, do. D-O spells do. Remember to say it 3 times. You almost say do-do. Do you, sight word, Y-O-U spells, oh, you can't see it. Y-O-U spells you. Do you like? Ooh, another sight word. L-I-K-E spells like. Do you like books? B. U umbrella, book. K kite, books. S socks. You could also spell books with a double O like this. Either one is good for K2. Do you like books with? Ooh, I'm not, I don't know if I have enough space there. Let me go down here. With, W window, I iguana, with, TH, thumb. With patterns. P, pig, A, apple, pat, T, turtle, pat, R, ring, pattern, and nest, patterns, S, socks. And should I use a period? No, it's a question. Do you like books with patterns? So I'm going to use a question mark. Do you like books with patterns? If so, you should read this book. Okay, if. Uppercase I, because it's the first word of the sentence after the question mark, which is like a period, but it's a question. If. IF spells if. If so. SO spells so. If so, you. YOU spells you. You should. Shh. Ooh. SH spells shh. You umbrella, should. D dog, should. Read, oh, that's a sight word. R-E-A-D spells read. Read this. Ooh, another sight word. T-H-I-S spells this. This book. We can use a U or a double O. I'm going to do a double O here. Book. And a period. I recommend Froggy Gets Dressed because it is funny. Do you like books with patterns? If so, you should read this books. No, you should read this book. Silly Miss Minion. That's why it's important to go back and reread what you wrote. If you make a silly mistake like Miss Minion, you have to fix it. Phew, good thing I reread it and I caught that. Now I can draw a picture. Remember, it's really good if your pictures have speech bubbles and labels and lots of colors in the background. I can use the picture in the book to help me too. All right, notice how I used the colors from the book. I labeled Froggy, the hat, his mom, and I even used the speech bubble of his mom going, Froggy, with an exclamation mark that shows she's yelling, Froggy! Remember that a good recommendation in your journal is going to have the name of the book, the author, the person who wrote the book, a picture with labels and colors and speech bubbles, and a few sentences, not just one. Try and write 2 or 3 about why someone should read that book. Don't forget to underline the name of the book when you write it in your sentence. When you're all done, have a grown-up take a picture and text it to Miss Minion, either on Class Dojo or to her cell phone. I'm going to post all of our book recommendations on Class Dojo so other people can read the books you love and can listen to your recommendation and say, wow, Junalise likes this book. I should read it too. Wow, Braden likes this book. I should read it too. Wow, Kimberly and Valentina recommended these books. I should read those. Pause now to do your reading homework. Pausa ahora para hacer tu tarea de lectura. Pick a book you like that you want to recommend to the other kids in our class. Write a recommendation in your reader's journal. Be sure it has the title, the author, a picture, and more than one sentence. Don't forget to underline the title of the book in your sentence. Ask a grown-up to send me a picture of your page so I can share your book recommendation with the class.